Welcome back, and if you've just joined us, you're watching the news at 10, broadcasting on Channels Television live from Lagos. A quick reminder of our top stories now. The heat turns on former Petroleum Minister Diziani Alison Madueke as London Metropolitan Police arrest her in the United Kingdom. Presidency declines comments on the arrests, also refuses to confirm if the arrest was made on Nigeria's government's request. Military Pensions Board to weed out ghost pensioners begins biometrics. And European Union imposes travel ban on 3 Burundi officials accused of abuse of office. Do remember that all our top stories can be found on our website, channelstv.com, and on youtube.com/channelsweb. Visit m.channelstv.com to view us live on your mobile device. You can also download the Channels TV app for Android, iOS, and Windows phones from their respective stores. When you're done downloading, we do urge you to please interact with the Channels Eyewitness feature on our Android, our iOS, and Windows platforms. If you've got pictures or videos to share with us, simply tap on the Channels TV app on your device. Swipe to reveal the Eyewitness menu and follow the instructions. The chairman of the Military Pensions Board, Air Vice Marshal Muhammadu Dabo, says that he will commence biometric screening of military pensioners across the 36 states of the Federation to weed out ghost pensioners. According to the chairman, pensioners whose biometric data is not captured will be removed from the payroll. This exercise is coming amidst complaints from some pensioners that colleagues are dying as a result of the stress they are subjected to before they receive their monthly pensions.
The Military Pensions Board has not done any screening for pensioners in the last 3 years, even though the exercise ought to be an annual event. The chairman of the Military Pensions Board says the 2015 biometric screening exercise will help to weed out ghost pensioners who may have infiltrated their data bank.
This year's verification exercise is going to be technical, and we have to capture your biometric data. So you have to be there physically. We have to clear you and then verify you, take your fingerprint, your photo geometry. Those one, once we are able to do that, it will definitely reduce or eliminate all those who will try to beat the system.
Some of the pensioners, however, raise issues with the approved centers for verification in their states.
The issue of centers to be created has not been properly addressed, because like in my state, Cross River, from north to south is about 700 kilometers. And we have pensioners spread across, military pensioners spread across. They have to travel, the one at the extreme end in the north. We have to travel about 600 kilometers to get to Calabar and have something verified. So there is need for verification centers to be created, at least to cater for people who have a wider area to cover in terms of movement down to where they will be verified.
Others also complain about the ordeals their colleagues are subjected to before collecting their pay.
You know, we are old men and we don't have any source of getting any allowance apart of this little monthly pension we have. You will find out that some of our people sit down, plus dying, expecting the high blood pressure getting them, pin them down all the time. They should remember, tomorrow they will come to our to where we are now today. So that when they do this, they are going to suffer for it when they retire. So that we are appealing to them, let them try and implement our 20% and the arrears of 36 months.
The verification exercise will be conducted simultaneously in the 36 states and the Federal Capital Territory. It is hoped that the exercise will take care of some challenges pensioners have had in the past trying to get their pay.
There are some conflicting reports as to the death toll from the multiple bomb explosion which occurred in Maiduguri yesterday. Hospital sources say the death toll has risen to 17, but a statement by the Nigerian army confirms 14 people, including 4 suicide bombers, dead and 39 others wounded. The bomb explosion occurred at Sijari, not far away from Ajilari railway crossing in Maiduguri yesterday evening. The suicide bombers detonated their vests simultaneously. 3 of the terrorists in the same area and the 4th detonated in front of a mosque. Reports say the suicide bomber took advantage of a military exercise in the area to carry out the attack. In the statement signed by the Acting Director, Army Public Relations, Colonel Sani Usman, he says that the Army is appealing to the people, especially the residents of the affected areas, to remain calm and continue to be very vigilant and security conscious, as everything necessary is being done to secure their lives and properties. The Ajilari Gomari Airport area had recently recorded high number of casualties and multiple suicide bombings by suspected Boko Haram insurgents. More than 1,600 internally displaced persons from Borno State who have been taking refuge at the Fufore and Bajubure IDP camps in Yola, Adamawa State have been evacuated and relocated to Borno State. The chairman of Gamborungala local government area of Borno State, Alhaji Kachalakunto, said that the move is in line with the directive by the Borno State Governor Kashim Shatima. Alhaji Kunto said that the state government had already put in place other camps in Maiduguri, the Borno State capital, to accommodate them.
This is the NYSC camp in Bajabure Yola, Adamawa State, which accommodates over 3,000 persons internally displaced by the activities of the Boko Haram insurgents. About 600 of them from Borno State are being evacuated by their state government. In Fufore, another ID camp in Yola, about 1,000 Borno State Indigenes are being moved. Some of them basking in the euphoria of being taken closer to their ancestral homes, already have their belongings packed and ready to move to the buses on standby. Security is also not taken for granted here.
We are very grateful to federal government, the NEMA, for taking care of our people, and the Red Cross. The people are all healthy, they have enough food. So only now there are problems, they want to go home. So we assured them last week, we say immediately after this Salah, we will come and evacuate them. So now as we promised, so we came then to evacuate our people.
They have a very good accommodation, feeding, other human needs are already in place by the arrangement were made by the state government in conjunction with NEMA and the other donor organization. And to that effect, I think everything is perfectly satisfied for their arrival.
In preparation for the movement, the sick amongst these IDPs have also received some treatment to enable them embark on the journey.
Those that are sick, and in the clinic there, you see the doctors are trying to give them some medications that they will hold along with their when they are moving to Maiduguri in case of any hard situation on the road.
Although ready to move, some of the IDPs would obviously miss this camp where they say they were properly taken care of.
We have no hungry, we are not feeling of no water. Everything is available. So we thanked all of them, and we are now, our chairman is arrived to, we are going to Maiduguri.
They may not be going back to their old homes, but going back to their state is one thing they have looked forward to.
The dispute over the authentic winner of the April 11, 2015 governorship elections in Rivers State continues at the Election Petition Tribunal in Abuja. The state governor, Nyesom Wike, has called more witnesses to testify that he won the elections conducted by INEC. At the resumed hearing of the petition filed by the All Progressives Congress and its candidate and Assistant Commissioner of Police, Mr. Kenneth Akubue, and the Chief Superintendent of Police, Mr. Uche Chukuma, who testified before the tribunal, say there was no threat to security during and after the elections.
The courtroom was again filled to capacity as lawyers and politicians converged on the tribunal to witness proceedings in the disputed Rivers State governorship election. First to take the witness stand is an Assistant Commissioner of Police, Kenneth Akubwe, who told the tribunal that no single case of illegal thumbprinting of ballot papers was reported to him. Another officer, a Chief Superintendent of Police, also told the tribunal that no election was declared inconclusive in the state. Lawyer to Governor Nyesom Wike expressed optimism that the tribunal will weigh the evidence of the witnesses and uphold the election of his client.
All that has been done today is for the respondent to lead evidence to show clearly that election indeed took place, and the officers subpoenaed have obviously testified, and I dare say creditably well, so we allow the court to make the final determination on the matter.
Lawyer to the petitioners, however, expressed disappointment over the refusal of the witnesses to read reports obtained from the Independent National Electoral Commission.
They very much were aware that there was nothing they would say that would discredit that INEC documents. That was why they were really shocking, even to the system, that an ACP will say, look, except a document made by me, I cannot read INEC document, I didn't write it, I didn't make it.
Having presented a total of 13 witnesses in 3 days, Governor Nyesom Wike now has 3 more days to present other witnesses.
Residents of Omoko and Obricom in Onelga in River State are still counting their losses following the recent cult clash that reportedly claimed the lives of about 13 persons in both communities there. Meanwhile, the River State Police Command has deployed 2 mobile units amounting to about 112 armed combat-ready policemen to the troubled area, which are currently maintaining security presence to ensure law and order. Channels Television visited the communities to ascertain the state of security and to also speak with affected persons there. Our correspondent Emmanuel Ere reports.
Armed policemen keeping watch on the streets of Omoko and Obricom in Onelga in River State. Motorcycle riders are only allowed to push their motorbikes around places the police call nipping points in the area. This is a playground of Obricom community in Onelga in River State, where a recent call clash claimed the lives of at least 6 persons. The residents here say, though there is heavy security presence, they still have cause to worry.
People are in fear. You see, the whole people, everyone that have run away. If not the police, we would not stay here.
Following the crisis, some streets and homes are still deserted, but some residents say they have the police to thank for now.
3 days today we arrived, hence we heard that security is inside the community. That made us to come back to the community and witness what is going on.
These men are gathered in this local government security council meeting to find lasting peace in the area.
The recent intervention of the CP, we are getting results from the security outfits, the reports we have on the field. The results are there.
The Commissioner of Police says men will stop at nothing to bring criminals to book in the state.
I'm happy to tell you now that since they've been on ground for the past 2 weeks, no serious incident has happened. As they are operating professionally, they are checkmating the now sitting activities of these hoodlums.
The security situation in River State has been a source of concern for residents for some time now, and the call is for the police to do more to protect lives and property. Emmanuel Ere, Channels Television News.
When the news at 10 returns, the United Nations resolution at the 70th session of the United Nations General Assembly in New York. Margaret Bashar joins us. That's after this break.